the way through this. We're going to go towards Inferno, and then we still are in a little bit more Hellraisers sided, but it is all the possibility for AGO to take this one whenever we get to that, or if we get to that in the first place. But like I said, main reason I believe why Hellraiser actually ended up taking that one is because Problem, who had been very quiet for almost all of the game. He's first time we've seen him play. First time he has actually been standing. He had stand-ins for him, but now he suddenly came alive, and he actually won them the map point in a 1 versus 3 in a point that I would never even imagine happening in the first place. But we're going to be joining in towards the game as soon as possible right now on Dust 2 with, I believe, HellRaisers starting on that T side with a lot of aggression towards on tunnels immediately. Considering the current situation for AGO, they're going to need to blow my mind.
Yeah, I'm going to have to concur. Like, they kind of need to get something insane going on, especially after the last snap against Nexus here on this one. But we're going to see if they can do so with Sydney starting to tap away, but Kalinka with the first frag, P2K.
Oh,
They'll struggle with that second connection, but nice little flick up. Does get another one on P250 from Groovy as well, coming in. Finding another frag on the T side in a 1-on-3. Problem, and now has to pull out another one out of nowhere here as well. He's got the first frag. One coming in from this tunnel. He's going to try and fake blind Furlan. Low HP, but it doesn't matter. Frag comes in, and AGO get themselves round number 1 and get themselves on the board.
It's a good read from AGO. They had 3 players when the assaults began, although they were struggling at the end of it, but so was HellRaisers. Had flashes, bangs in their eyes, didn't really get to fire off that many shots, and at the end of it, they ended up losing the first pistol round. But as is the meta at this point, might as well force things up. That almost looked like it was going to hit from JR, and looking to test at least close towards B yet again. But this time AGO a lot more focused up towards on long.
Yeah, it's going to be more...
Actually, no control towards middle at all. They are really letting that one go. Nothing really towards on short, nothing towards on middle.
It looks like they're just kind of setting up for that A-site read. They just go one far back. I'm guessing he's got a bit of utility. Second man still like in between long and the site, and well, one man there to catch the long lurk. But as we can see, HellRaisers instead are going to be going off short.
It's going to be long range rifles up against pistols. Potentially even a scout. So it's going to be difficult for the side of AGO. I mean, if the rotation comes in from B as well, it should be the round basically shut down immediately. Execute now starting to come on through with the players from HellRaisers. They're playing a slow game so far, not really going with the first one. Now everything starts to come on through. Let's see what they can do to defend it.
Yeah, T-side start to make their way in with the smokes and a flashbang there. Groovy got to be careful as he's going to get taken down. The scout from Pico has landed 1 and 2. Now looking for that next one. The T-side are on the moment, so the scout is there, but not able to get the frag. Instead, it's going to be leaving coming in from long. The scout finding a tag, and the frag. Nade is coming in, but looking to do some damage. Unable to get a frag, but has left JR in a 1-on-2. The bomb out in the open. And 20 seconds left on the hook. The CD side, all they have to do is fade out a shoulder or just go for the double swing. They managed to get themselves that round, no matter how close it gets. Will be a good one at the end.
That was decisive. Not even a bomb plant. Fiku getting himself a double with the scout. That's the defense you like to see, at least like the one you like to start off with. Of course, if you let that T side on Dust 2 really start to get going, you have players like JR who love to go for that. At least attempt the mid-door spam. Should really cripple an assault really before it even begins. Or cripple a defense, I mean.
Yeah, look at something. I like the long aggression already here from the CT side of AGO. They got to try and get up close and personal, but the T side of pistols can't really underestimate them. Even if they don't have armor on any of their players, they can still find a frag or two. And again, we also already saw that last round get a bit close, but it was that thanks to the bomb being dropped in CT that really sealed the deal there. But now, in this one at Lehman, already a bit of pressure applied on them. 1 frag, and well, it is Dink City there on towards long as the frags keep coming in, but this time it's going to be Furlan with another one, and the T side. Yeah, the man at disadvantage have managed to get away from long, and with an MP9 out of all the weapons have grabbed that one. The nade on towards short. It's going to be big and in the face of Lime, with Furlan swinging out for another one. That is a fat nade going in.
Yeah. Ideal strategy would be for HellRaisers to get that kill, fall back, and then regroup towards the B bomb site or somewhere else where you at least have a man advantage. But they got split up in the end, and it didn't really work out for them. JR now up in hand up against Fiku with the same type of setup, but no smoke shots being hit, and they're going for an aggressive long take this time, or at least for the entrance of it. I think Flourish might just be completely trapped here. Well, this seems to already be going in the favor of AGO. Just looking at the utility and looking at the way they're holding down long.
Good nade coming in, the frags as well. Now Lehman, this time double frag. Well,
Boy.
T-side really not finding anything out of this round with JR left to save as his teammates have fallen around him. That is a quick shot down.
Exactly what you want to see if you're AGO. This is the perfect start to the map, JR. Even if he saves it, not exactly a massive fan of it. And, well, with what remains here, might be a little bit difficult, because if he saves it, he doesn't get the loss bonus. But it's still 50 seconds left, a lot of time to work with, and the potential to push up towards on... No, he's not even checking it. Potential for another knife, and Sydney will just pull the trigger instead. Not gonna go for double up setup, but at least JR dies before time. This is potential now. AGO could turn this around if they're able to connect a couple more rounds, going for Deagle slash pistol slash Mac 10.
Well, yeah, going for a bit of that kind of a well, here an early short smoke. I like it. And well, the T side hoping that smoke will keep the CD side busy. As they kind of look like they want to go towards that B side. They've got the bare minimum here in terms of utility. And the CTs, well, they've just got the weaponry, so I'm not seeing too much out of this one, even if that T side do use the utility. The flashbang seems to be better than a perfect, as now they start to go in, and Furlan defending this with his teammate, looking to find the frags. But Flyer from one, look at that next one, it's got to be Sydney with the one, and the second one. Jumping around the smoke will be the CT side of falling, but Gribby has come in for the rescue, close in mid, able to get that bomb site very quickly. And the next frag is his, still firing for another one. Final man in this smoke is Flyridge to be taken down.
He on 1 HP towards the end of it. So far, this is a very promising start for AGO. Wherever HellRaisers have tried to go, they've been shut down instantly. No progress, no nothing. They've tried to move on in. The flashbang's utility was semi-decent. They blocked at a few lines of vision. They tunneled them towards other positions. Grubian players like Sydney are able to easily just exploit the fact that there is a smoke in the way. They're not going to be spamming through those smokes. They're going to be playing around them instead. But that's going to be real difficult for HellRaisers, because now what do? You've been shut down towards on long. You've been shut down towards on B. You have to really be weighing your options and trying to figure out how to properly break this AGO CT side. Because currently, it is looking rock solid.
Yeah, they've got the same amount of rounds they go against Nexus in the entire game at this point. So,
Yeah.
Well, not to say anything about him, but... Well, DGL, where are you at? Kidding, okay. Tough crowd here. I'm expecting something more than, or something else than just total silence coming from you, but I guess not.
It's alright, don't worry about it.
You just don't like it? Okay, good to know. Good to know as well, this T side. They're looking for a bit of map control here. AK's in mid, Moldo is there as well. The spam, we've seen that quite a few times already during the last few days.
Oh boy. That boost right there can shut down any attempt at the mid push, because it's so hard to clear it out. Push a Molotov real deep in, but won't really do much more than that. HellRaisers looking to go for a split, and it could go in their favor.
Oh.
That's a good nade. That's a massive nade on JR. But he's still going for the entry frag, still looking for the first frag. Not really finding anything just yet, looking the wrong way at this point, and that's just a shutdown yet again from the side of AGO.
Yeah, the CTs, they're being fed everything here, and well, even the final frag comes in, but a single casualty, that's not going to affect the CT side at all, really. Look at how much money they've got. They're just swimming in cash at this point. Like, everyone besides Furlan, he's feeling the poverty still, but still, CT side 6-0 on the mapping of HellRaisers. It's not what we're expecting.
Surprised to see Fika going with the AWP instead of Furlan. Might be a map thing, might be a...
Yeah, I think it fits the position a bit better. With Furlan playing the, he's playing the secondary AWP position, so I don't think he's going to change it just because DGL is not here. Instead, it's giving it to someone else who plays that A site.
Well, it's holding down mid with just an M4 in that case, so not too big of an issue. HellRaisers, this buy is a little bit of a weird force buy, especially going up against an opponent which you know has so much money to burn, especially with the amount of players they kept alive, the amount of frags they've been getting. The fact that they've also been completely denying bomb plants. So HellRaisers in for a tough time, trying to move throughout all of this. They have got the max loss bonus, so it'll be enough for 2 of their players, and another good nade potentially. It's a little bit too shallow.
With the T side out towards that B side once again. The few rounds they have going have seemed a bit close in line.
Oh.
The double entry, the AK with a single flash from JR has been enough to crack that CT defense. It's going to be the rotates coming in, but problem with yet another one. Now the CT side have a problem here.
They're not looking.
There will be Lime approaching once again. That CT side down to a single man with Lehman looking to save. You mentioned it's a weird force spot. It doesn't matter that side of HellRaisers. It's an entry courtesy of Lime fighting the defenders and then even more.
I guess it was like the factor of they probably won't expect another force buy, I guess. But there was a flank coming in from Problem. He's got himself an op as well now. But the fact that none of the 2 players, like Groovy and I believe Lemon there, none of them were looking even towards the tunnels, and that ultimately cost them the round. Because, well, Lime, even though having like 13 points of health, able to push on up, get himself 1 kill, give up a singular AK. If that will bite them in the back, I would be shocked. First of all, it's a singular AK on a map this big, and now a double up setup.
Yeah, there you go. Now you see Furlan in the AWP. The first map he was doing, I think it was the only one like above the I don't know. I'm not gonna say the only one. He was doing very well. Overall, yeah, he was the... Okay, now I can't say. He was the only one above 20 kills on his team, as I just double-checked. He was 23, the closest one was on 18.
Not only that, he also had the most amount of impact frags.
Yeah, by far.
Really decided the rounds, and the fact that he was getting those frags in.
Yeah, but...
Again, HellRaisers trying to poke some holes in the defense, not really going for a lot of mid control. None of these teams really are prioritizing mid for the moment. Long and B seems to be where it's at. Oh boy, that's not a miss you want to be hit. That's not a miss you want to be getting. Oh my lord.
Flourish, what has he done?
3
kills.
He
has entried. And found every frag. Last round it was Lime with 3k, and now he's just going and one-upped himself into the snake's pit there. Into the layer of the CTs out towards long. He's found all frags. And a 2nd round in a row for HellRaisers. They're finally picking up a bit of pace. That's not bad. I like to see that. I want to see more of that as well coming out from them. Like individual talent from HellRaisers, Dust 2.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
That's what Dust 2 is all about, I believe. Being able to connect with team play, like team flashes, and also just being able to hit the shots necessary. Fair enough, that's very simplified. That's honestly the biggest part of Dust 2. When it comes down to it, click heads, get rewards for it. Flourish. That round was completely up to him. A CT timeout now coming in to discuss what they want to do with their current economy situation. Furlan not exactly looking to get on the funds himself, even though he has armor. He will get dropped in the M4 by his teammates. So this will actually be a good buy coming in from AGO. He'll be scraping the bottom of the barrel. And only I
actually want to go back to the last game, or the last map, but Kalinka, he flew under the radar. He got 30 and 15 statistics, 113 ADR, rating of 1.7.
I feel like we're really not highlighting him enough.
No, I don't know. He's just there. He's shooting heads. He's not like, he's not going for the highlight play. He's just there to show up and shoot heads.
Yeah, honestly, he's like I said previously. I think you mentioned him. He's just almost like a cleanup man. He's there just to get the last couple of frags, clean out the rounds, and well,
like, it is just like one or two. A bit of a boring player. Like at the end of the match, he's noticed, oh, he's got 30 frags.
I think also might be a part of the thing here. Easy to go for the flashy plays, but still though, those are stats that are.
Yeah, not many can put up those. But we'll be focusing on this one again. You can see the CT side have gone for a complete switch up here. Long control taken away from them by a single man not too long ago. Was Flourish to find the triple entry. Took me a second to remember who it was. Instead, they focused on short. And well, we'll note the T side are out towards long. That molly can only be thrown from there. And that angle, Lehman taking a lot of damage there, but the T side they can have themselves a free A bomb site here. And JR apparently he's got a free frag in this one, but the trades will be coming in as CT side rotates and retakes. That's all this is about. Not the rest or R&R you're thinking of. It's not rest and relaxation by any means. 4-on-4.
There's no utility on anyone. Everyone is completely drained. It's all about firepower, and Flourish, he has a lot of it, and he also has a very good position to try and demonstrate exactly why you should be fearing him. Ferlin, he will have the first strike, and Lemon as well. It might just all be falling apart before Flourish can even get to it. Back and forth trades now.
Oh, the problem. He's got the angle here. The CT side, are they ready? He's got one. Ooh. But the immediate trade, Lehman even picks up that kit, and he's going to have more than enough time. T side will be shot down at 2, but look at how much money they got from 2 rounds on a bomb plant.
2 bomb plants, and now as well, yeah.
Wow.
But pointing toward the round that just happened, JR was over towards the middle. He got one rotating frag. And then he lost the ops. I mean, it's good if you can get a frag rotated towards long and then do something, but he was trapped almost immediately. He couldn't do anything, and he was basically out of the round after taking one person down with him. And you really want to be setting yourself up for advantages, and losing the op on a map like Dust 2, especially if you have the bomb planted for long. That's not something you want to be really putting yourself into. So, AGO, they take that one, although it did become very, very close at the end of it, and like I said, to get a lot of bank on top of it as well. Potential here for HellRaisers to reset them yet again.
Oh, are we going to see the frag? We've still not seen a frag through the doors in the last 2 days. I don't think... Oh, what? Wait.
Huh?
What is this?
All right. It's a weird call from AGO. One, that's not going to work out immediately.
No, I mean, the only thing they're clearing here is map control, but the HellRaisers, they're keeping up their own pace as well. They have no clue about this, but the CT side and nowhere nearby that A-bomb, so it's going to be a 5-1-5 retake.
If they go aggressively enough, they could potentially get the bomb down in 5-1-5 retake. But they don't know about the lack of presence at the moment, so...
Yeah, at this point, it's going to work in AGO's favor. They're going to have the immediate flank as the utility keeps coming in. Ferlin is the only man here in Molotov's utility. He sees all of it coming. A decoy out through the smoke, or the flash might look like a decoy. But
well, it's a lot more
that molly, they're just going to buy time for the rotates here.
There is a quick counter for a rotation, though, in the eyes of Kalinka. But they still have to get the bomb down. It's going to be difficult to plant it because, well, HO just delaying with all the utility that they didn't use in control of long, in control of short, in control of mid.
Oh, look at that. Even another molly. How many do they have? They can just hold down this A-bomb site. Oh, never mind. I was thinking they could just hold it with utility. But now the frags keep coming and problem in line fighting the first few frags here. Decided gonna have to hold it once more, and well, there's another one coming out from Ruby. Does trade a 2-on-4 or from JR, missing a shot or 2, but there's another one for the T side, and it's a 1-on-4 Kalinka. He's here, and he's stopping heads, and he's got 100% success rate in the headshot department.
I don't understand the call to go 5 mid. It's a risk, and if it works out, yeah, that's great. But it's not a 50-50. It really is.
It was basically from HellRaisers' perspective, it was the same round as the last one, like where basically. AGO played everyone on or 3 players towards short and went for the retake.
But the difference
They
there,
didn't, yeah.
JR
Yeah,
didn't
they
go
didn't
for the
know
mid
about
peek.
B thing. No!
Oh,
There we
okay.
go! JR,
Oh,
finally!
double tag.
We've seen a frag from the mid doors and Lime with a nade! And a double kill. Nice.
But then again, back to 2 rounds ago, I guess, where JR, he did go to mid that time, and well, lo and behold, individual performance actually makes a difference, and also he had a utility to spare, and he had every possibility to help out the rest of his team, instead of dying towards mid when the first retake is going to be starting on, and that's not going to be working out in their favor. Another pistol round from side of AGO. They're struggling to cope with the fact that they lost a full buy, and lost actually 2 full buys in a round at this point. Oh boy. Still going out in their favor.
What? Ruby just casually picks up 2. Lehman with another one, the T side. They're in a pickle, and this is not a funny one. I'll tell you that much. Well, they need to come back from a 2-on-4. And I already have found one, but Sydney, I like the jump spot. Can get a bit of information, and now he's done exactly that. And no T side are towards that middle doors. I mean, they already knew that, but now have confirmed their suspicions. Now got to be careful as they could get closer and closer. But Kalinka, he's going into CT spawn.
If the side of XCOM plays their cards right, and they know they're going to go for this retake there, or at least save weapons, they have a complete option to. The amount of weapons that's scattered over short and everywhere is significant. I'm surprised JR is actually going for the plans here, because if he just plays it for long, which he isn't.
Yeah, they've got no idea what the CT side players are. Maybe they're towards that A side, maybe they were towards mid, but they have not seen a single one until now. And the first miss,
oh no,
and the second one. Well, it's either a hit or miss, and well, JR with the latter one, 2 of those in total. Now needs to get a few more here. In terms of frags, the shots that need to connect, still struggling, but Kalinka is coming in, and Sydney with a frag of his own and leaving it all on a single man. He's got the chance here. CT's going for the swing, he's got frag number 1, but one being defeated and getting off for me. Kalinka's got another one. 1-on-3.
It wasn't planted for him, but the time already ran out with the second the AGO swung around the corner. They got that one and locked in the bag. Finally, AGO can start buying up in towards this. They've already given up 2 rounds on just the lack of money. So they will be starting to swing on through with the economy, or at least try to. And I believe the opening frag could be quite crucial. And well, there it is. JR is the first one to bite the dust, and AGO get a man advantage, something we haven't seen in a very, very long time. Potential enough to go towards the B-bomb site, but is probably the highest, considering the fact there's only 2 players there, but it is the B-bomb site, which is very difficult to take. So it's very balanced now. Oh,
Maybe that Molly. He's going to buy time for the rotations here in Furlan. He's found a frag here, defending that B side in through the window and out from it. Back in where's that B side, looking for the next frag. He's going to be the bomb side, looking for the next one. Is Kalinka getting taken down. CT's needed to go for that rotation soon enough. And the dink from Groovy through the doors has bought enough time for Furlan to still stay alive and looking for the 4th one. In the round, he scored them all. Solo defending that B side. He is a hero.
Groovy, my man, MVP over that.
He just helped him out. The Molly first on doors. The CT side, or the T side players that were in mid, they looked back at him and, well, brought Furlan enough time to go for the window peek. And then just defended that B side so valiantly.
Well, going to be going for... Oof.
Oh.
Just barely missed it, but... AGO, once again, heavily stacking one part of the map. This time, choosing wisely. And I do get an opening frag at the beginning of it. Now starting to at least spread out just a little bit more. But it's definitely not as risky as a 5-man or a 4-man towards B. When HR, they have been not really consistent in where they want to go. So it's very difficult to call, and it's very risky peek from Ruby. He loves his scoped weapons, doesn't he? He goes with the SG, he goes with the AUG.
Yeah, like, at some point I'm gonna assume he's gonna have a scope on an Eagle as well. He's gonna come and roll up in one, like, hey.
Imagine that, a $900 Deagle. It's basically just a scout, but with more recoil.
I can just imagine you scope in on it, you just look at the sky.
Oh.
That's a bit of a kick, you could say. But the T side now, you saw it headed out towards that A bomb site. Groovy, that smoke to try and separate them. And by time as they drop it down into CT, Groovy following them, and Pico is there to try and find another one. But problem in finding the frags here as the A bomb site is an absolute chaos. And I have no idea what just happened. Everyone's blind, everyone jumping into CT, and everyone getting taken down at the same time.
It's not a good play from Groovy at all.
No, I think he thought they were going to go in through the smoke instead of CT, so he tried to go for it, but... oh, we'll see what happens. And, well, that leads to it. AGO, another round taken away from them as HellRaisers. Round number 6, and now we're starting to see a bit more out of them here in this match, or here in this map.
Had a really slow start. But they are getting back on their feet, considering the fact that AGO are now just on limited amount of funds. They have 2 rifles, and the rest are just half by weapons. It's going to get real difficult, although, okay. Fully blind, he still gets that tag.
2 shots, 2 tags. Nice one. The start of the round here is AGO. This would be for round number 9 here. However, at this point, it's not going to decide anything. Like, it's not going to be a concrete round by any means. The only thing it's going to do for that... yeah, the only thing it's going to do for the side of AGO is, like, give them the 9th round. And HellRaisers, if they win the pistol, they can probably just tie things up immediately again with that. So...
yeah, we don't know that yet.
It's not a big deal.
I believe that actually HellRaisers lost a pistol on both maps. On both sides of the first map.
Yeah, they did lose it on here as well. JR with a nice little frag is finally hitting a shot or two. On the CT side, they're making moves, however, if this is the right one is beyond me. Looking at them into mid, JR is still there with the ult. And so is Fiku, Deagle in hand, finds one, the flashbang as well, no fear, he's going to another swing, he's got one more player on short, taken down by Lehman, and what a one-tap! What is happening? Kalinka left all alone, his teammates removed by a single man. With an AUG, the one-tap on the T-spawn, and we could be looking at a 9-6.5 here with the bomb immediately retrieved out to mid, but Fiku has got it! And starting things off with a Deagle, the one-tap on the JR, the AWP holding it. And then just making it look so easy with the AUG.
Where was
Nothing
that,
but
dude?
headshots. What?
Fiku. He's been quiet, and then suddenly he turns around like that. And that was the highlight of the game. That was incredible. That and the 1 versus 3 from Problem. That is it's a real risky one. But now moving on towards the second half, and I already see the dualies on Problem.
I'm still in shock.
It's going to be a real difficult one for anyone to really process to see what's going to be happening. Oh, Lime, real aggressive.
Yeah, it's the Finn there, strat going up in mid, just fly up and say hello, tapping up to the CT side to start things off with a bang, and JR there to trade his fallen team at the moment, dropped out into the open. Well, I say out of the open, we had the boxes. T side can retrieve that with a single flashbang from Furlan. And the CTs of HellRaisers, they are this close to getting themselves that second pistol here. Finally, the CT side is do or die, at least on this map. It's AGO. They need to win out this map here. But, I'll see Fiku with a nice little tap there. Beating JR there. He's been very inconsistent so far in this map.
Kalinka's going for a one-man duel. He's trying to fight this on his own. And he will get swung on by 2 people, so that might have just been the crucial kill that needed to find. Instead of playing with his teammate, he's going to go for information. Now it's on to Flarich. Will get the first one, look for the second one as well. Needs to get backup from his teammate. Doesn't need it at all, actually. But that got really close. And thank God that HellRaisers have someone like Flarich to clean up when things get messy. Kalinka, he had the stats for the previous map, but that was a little bit too close for my taste.
Yeah, I guess a bit close. The start from Lime just running up middle, just flying up there, finding those first 2 headshots is a big one. And well, into this next round here. The CTs of HellRaisers want to get themselves round number 8 up against nothing but Glock 18s on that T side, and not even a Kimbo. Goes to show.
Kimbo Glock 18s, imagine.
Oh.
Those things on burst? Ooh.
Ooh. That's a great combo on some other game. But here we go. In CSGO land, we've got the T side heading up from short and being taken down as they enter very swiftly here. Linka towards B tunnel. This MP9 looking to find a bit of damage. Has to find a frag in the T side. They're going to bounce back. Look like they wanted to go towards that B side, but with the frag coming in, they've called it quits on a said plan. Lehman about to get taken off by surprise with Groovy. Gotta be baiting for him, but JR doesn't seem to fall for this, but the MP9, we'll see if he can find both frags as the Glocks are fighting. Well, it is lying there to help him out.
2 HP.
Yeah, they survive with all 5 and get a bit of a slight economy boost from it.
Yeah, just the Glock round, nothing really to be too scared about. But, you know, what's really terrifying is the fact that AGO, they're letting this slip away. They're letting their ticket to potentially go up against Team Secret in the 3rd round of the lower bracket fall away from them. And, well, big thanks to that is the players like Lyman also plays that.
What?
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 What has happened?
They immediately got him back, but still.
They've got themselves the chance, but it's been taken away from them immediately. Groovy, he's there to spam with his SG again, the scoped weapons. He's on top of the game there, and what is happening? Lehman with a not... was he blind? I have no idea what's happening. Oh.
I mean, yeah, he has extra money now, I guess. But we do move on. Do digress. And AGO 2-on-3. They're kind of split up all across the place, and with the current positioning from HellRaisers, they do actually favor the especially the scope from Groovy, although it's not going to be able to connect those shots in just yet.
Oh, Groovy just waited so long there. Flyers has no clue about him being around that area of the map, but looking for something here right now. We'll see if that T-side can make their way up towards that A-bomb site. Ruby again covering his teammate with a long range, whatever weapon that might be. SG. Know that too well here. And looking as they start to enter.
There's no rotation coming in from a JR. He has no clue what's happening. Now we'll rotate on over. Flash will get the first one, but the time is already running out. He needs to stick to the plant, and if JR stays alive, he wins it. He shouldn't just go for it. Has an awkward way to win the round, but still able to hold on towards the AK and armor when the rest of them are probably going to be forcing up as well. But now full loss bonus on the side of AGO. Not a round win, but definitely not a bomb plant, which is really what they wanted from that round. So good stuff from Flarich as well. Closing that one out. And well, so far, it's really just been teams picking up other teams' mistakes. I feel like HellRaisers almost getting punished for being too aggressive on the pistol round, being a little bit too egotistical, and then suddenly on like the round number 15, where one frag ended up in 4, and then just to end up in a 9-5 half for AGO, which now has completely slipped away. But that was insane. From I already forgotten who was actually playing it, so I'm feeling a little bit bad. It was Fiku. That's the man I was thinking about. Now with a half buy for some of the players in Sydney, he had only $300 on the beginning of this round, but he has to commit to the Hero AK play. Not really going off to a great start.
Not really that great. The T side. Gotta be caught at JR. He's.
I mean, he's scared upper tunnel.
Don't hear him.
He's scared up upper tunnel.
He has lower tunnel. Yeah, they had 2 in lowers, and neither one of them heard him. Rushing in is problem. He's gonna be all alone here, but JR, he's gonna spawn them from T spawn. He knows they're towards mid now, but
he can't do much about it. With the MP9 from that range, there's no chance you're gonna get more than 1 kill. So he's playing the waiting game. He's playing this very, very smart. Actually going over towards long, clear that out for the rest of his team, make sure no one else is there. But AGO are also having a little bit of a change of plan as well. Problem alone. It's a little bit of an awkward duel towards on the top mid there. JR should be winning out that one, but not going to be doing its point of damage towards on Fiku.
Yeah, T side, they've got themselves now towards that B bomb side. JR pushed it early on and, well, it has been taken down. It's all of the problem here. Defending it from afar, from the doors, looking for the frags. He's got one.
Boy.
Fiku apparently taking down 2 players towards that A side. He's an absolute maniac. While Karubi with another frag towards the B bomb side. Not sure where the last man is, but they are leaving that B bomb side alone until they can group up. 30 seconds remaining.
Smart to play. The fact that there's no bomb plant yet might make, you know, Kalinka worry about this a little bit, and Kalinka hasn't exactly had the best performances just yet. Singular flashbang. The potential now is to get this down. If he takes down the bomb planter as well.
Imagine he jumps down. Imagine he just jumps down! He's got the first one at the flash as well, but the angle. Favorite Groovy and
oh boy. It's like Narnia, man. Things really, like, dreams become reality.
They really do.
AGO, that is a crucial round, finally getting up toward double digits. You've been waiting for this for about 4 rounds at this point. And JR trying to go up against with a hero op when there's no op on the side of AGO. Does Sydney not have a gun? Sydney's on a Glock, so he's going to be trying his best with that, and might be able to pick up something from long, but not just yet. So look for
what? What is Lime here?
The aggression from HellRaisers in the latest rounds. That's what's going on.
They're just pulling miracle plays out of nowhere. They're just going at strat roulette at this point, looking for aggression, like pulling one area out of the map out of a hat every single round. But Furlan now 2 frags for him. 11 on the board, nearly there for AGO. Mulling the CT, that's going to buy time, but problem is going to go through that 90 HP, but 2 players on the other side will wait. AGO, this T side right now, they're starting to wake up, and HellRaisers, they can't afford to lose too many more. They've got an eco ahead of them, and this one needs to be a perfect one coming out. Like, they need to get at least 1 weapon saved here. I feel like they need something going their way, but what is it?
Don't think it's a mid push, to be honest. Not exactly fancying their chances here, although they don't really have too many other options. They're just holding here like this. It could work out in their favor, but depends for how long. JR does get taken down on short, and now the spray down comes on through. It's a cleanup. 12 for AGO. And well, HellRaisers, last time they did play, they did have a stand-in. The stand-in was Mir. And he was really the main reason why they got to this far already, so Dust 2 might not be as safe as a bet as they might originally think. No op for them. Right now, they're going to have to use a smoke to get across the doors in the first place. Going to get real risky for them if Fiku lands a shot here. They'll be the round already over. It's going to be an uphill struggle. Going to be brawly for the side of HellRaisers, and aggression from JR Co lately. Oh!
CT side start off with 2 frags, courtesy of the JR will be traded by Fiku on the other side there.
What?
And now into mid, but the shot does not take down Kalinka. Surviving with barely any L15, and even more being done to Groovy. He's still got an SG. When is he going to stop going for one of those?
I think he just relikes the scope. Or he was a part of the meta and never changed since. Alright. It's an important duel. That's a very, very big kill. If he lost that one, that would have been an opening. And now, if he just plays it safe, Ruby's still looking for potential with the SG. And we'll actually find the first one. And 1 versus 3 with a lot of utility and a lot of time. Question is, how will HellRaisers adapt? Oh,
Groovy, that's a nice shot, but it is live in the CT side. HellRaisers, they get themselves around they do need here. Making it a bit closer, but the T side, look at the money. They've got enough to go for that again, and well,
Not
this
the
one
same.
could either reset the CTs or reset the Ts. A big round headed into this match.
Yeah, no loss bonus on either side as well. And, well, JR last time started off with a very impressive double. Don't think he's gonna get too lucky with the AWP this time around. What's Flourish doing?
What is Flourish?
Oh
What?
my! Oh, that would have
They
paid
just pull
off.
off aggression no matter who. They're just trying to offset AGO at this point. They're not even looking for frags, but here is Problem waiting on the B-bomb. But the MP9 shreds them 3 frags so far, and looking for another one is Kalinka to trade, and that is the MP9. Grab the best gun in the game. I've told you so many times in JR to shut things down. 11 for HellRaisers. Gonna be a T-side reset.
3 with the MP9.
Don't doubt it, Grev. I do not doubt the MP9.
You need like half a clip to kill one opponent. Yet he got 3.
It's the best gun in the game. It just melts everyone.
I'd like to see what he can do with an Agev in that case. But anyway, AGO, that's set them down so hard. Set so far, and the nades are not helping either. They are... Oh my... JR. Really struggling to find a footing now. They had a good streak going. It's very costly. Kalinka doing damage. Through the smoke, even the players he's not even looking at. Ruby, however. Oh boy. How did that happen? An opening.
Yeah, he's managed to steal away a frag, but he's lime. He's got 3 players coming at him, and none of them are able to trade each other. See, that's one. The flashbang from his teammate, and oh, that's not good here. That's T-side. They find frags here, and what's happening here?
Kalinka, again, another blunder. That might cost them. The bomb plant will at least go down. That's the most important part for AGO.
Oh, but look at this Problem. He's getting close. There's 2 on the bomb side. The flashbang is there. Still getting 1 and the second. T-side. They get the bomb down, but that's all they do here, and... Well, it will be another gun around. It's all on this.
It was so costly for HellRaisers, too. It could have been a much quicker shutdown if Problem, or if... I think it was Problem on the back of the side, or on the line, didn't get flashed by his teammate there. It might have been a little bit of a blunder. But, nonetheless, we're back to an equal scoreline. Full gun round as well. This one might determine who's going to take the early lead. Who is going to propel himself to 14 first? Flower just actually spotted the player. That was very... Yeah. That's something you often see happen.
Yeah. There's no skill like that, apparently. Good for him. CT side. Like, nice little smoke there from Kalinka to T side. They're around the corner. It's even going aggressive. So if the flashbang comes in, he might just be full blind and has to just spray and pray at that point. Well, Lime. Now nade. When does he toss it? Now it is he when he chooses it. But
did enough. Actually, did enough.
Yeah, it does enough. They are now down to one-shot headshots. M4s will be given opportunities at least, but can they capitalize on it? That's what I want to know.
Utility's still good on AGO. They can do anything they really want to. They're pushing up aggressively as well. Flashbang to delay even more, but it might warn. Oh, the boost. Oh, the boost. This could make or break the round.
Oh, they're going even more aggressive. They've got 2 frags. No, AGO, they're being called out. JR, 2 frags. And the T side again in a lot of trouble here. They are running out of rounds to play with here, and they're running out of money. They need this round. They need to save at least. If nothing else, the bomb would be preferred, but things are not going their way at all. That push, that was it. The CT side, that was so ballsy.
So well organized to Lime on 1 HP. He has to run. He can no longer be standing around there. But if somehow AGO are not able to hold onto these guns and they die after time, HellRaisers should really be pushing for that. Because if they do get those frags, that could potentially shut them down for the rest of the game. Kalinka's trying it. Oh, won't be going in their favor.
Oh.
And well,
that could have been it. He could have found
they
one.
still have the AK and the S. I'm not quite sure about the SG, but still, it's a weapon.
Ruby's on 21, so I think he's all right.
Yeah, but I don't know how many of those were on the CT side.
True. You do make a good point. But
A little bit more of a B focus now from AGO coming through. And, well, here comes a different approach. Kalinka
no.
playing up aggressively. He hasn't done that before.
What?
Dink.
I was so sure he wasn't going to find out about him. The way he just came down through the flashman without a care in the world, I was like, no way he's going to check that angle, but... Was the silencer showing?
It's a good flash.
Yeah, I like the flash as
I
well.
think the silencer might have been showing, yeah, because it's a big gun you're playing with. HellRaisers going for an interesting read here, leaving the B bomb site basically completely open. Focusing more towards on middle, and also towards on short, with certain play coming in from Lime. Well, it could be the right call to make, or if AGO want to keep on fighting, doesn't know if they want to. They want to be going for that B push, and there's no one there. It's easier to retake, but still, against 5 people, almost impossible. Could decide the round here.
Could be here. Problem rotates in. T side fully blinded, but he's got no one coming in to help him. And Fiku, the Deagle, he's gonna Galil. He doesn't care. The one shot comes in, and the T side are all over the case on the B side of the thing. And well, it's gonna be 13 on the board. Surely here.
Giving up.
Let's look at the CTs. No one budging.
Timing as well. Problem not even having a chance to say anything. Mid-air Deagle shot. Yep, you're out. You're done. AGO, that's a crucial round. Oh, okay. No, don't get too feisty, boys. Oh, I like that. Unexpected angle, but AGO probably not going to be hunting this, considering their own economy. They still need a little bit to keep on going. HellRaisers is a little bit of a question mark. They don't have a lot of loss bonus. Don't have too much to really go on. So whatever the buy is going to be, it could easily not be so strong. Kalinka is going to need a drop if not holding on towards an MP9 or something.
Yeah, 13-13 here at the CT side.
It's getting really close.
Yeah. Getting to the very last stages of this second map. HellRaisers, they have that one map advantage here, and well, gotta try and close things out with a 2-0 here. Would be, what, 4 2-0s in 2 days? We only saw those yesterday, and well, today we have that chance as well here.
Oh my lord.
Even opening up with a quick frag with the Flyers, removing him. And well, into this round. The long control has been taken away from the CT side. JR, a very tight angle he's going to be holding here. And again, look at the CT aggression. Lime all the way in top and mid on the C side. I mean, they sure do have an idea, but what are they going to do about this?
I don't know, because they're already holding him. And, well, they're kind of boxing themselves in with a minute left to play. HellRaisers is not going to be going anywhere, not going to be thinking like, oh, where could they go? They're going to be, if Lime plays his cards right, holding this for as long as possible. The push now coming on through. The real pressure going to be on the 3 players already here. Rotation coming in from Lime, from short at least, but it's going to be a firefight. It's going to be deciding basically the entire match.
And the side start to enter. It's going to be Gruby with the first frag. See, it's got one man on the moment, so it's going to be Kalinka. Dropped 30 on the first one, and now has to show some heroics here. The Molotov not dropped in time. The nade comes in, and Lime has a chance, but Gruby there to shut him down with the SG out of all the weapons as AGO gets 14 and get closer and closer once again to try and force us onto our third map of, was it Overpass or Dust 2? I can't remember. Inferno. We already saw Overpass. This is Dust 2. What am I saying? Greb, help me.
I'm losing my mind too, mate, but this is scary. HellRaisers, no money, going for Deagles to try and deny match point. Or no, map point. Not to match yet. This could go all the way to Inferno.
What?
Alright.
Okay, apparently the one Deagle CT side have is still able to get a lot of damage in already, and AWP removed here, and oh, look at JR. The aggression, even in rounds like this, he's just going all the W for the AWP. He's looking to cross back.
He'll get away with it, too.
He has Groovy. He's looking angry at it. He doesn't want that to happen, and now the CT side. They've picked themselves up a chance, and that chance is known as JR with an AWP. Looking to defend that A-side utility coming in. Holding as one frag comes in. Deagle picked up next. still got another one.
No way,
They are
no
on an
way.
absolute mad one. But the next one will be shot down. Sydney walks in towards that bomb site. Claridge is hiding there, looking to take a bit of damage. Lyman CT, the USP has been spotted. The Deagle from the smoke. He emerges, gets more damage out of it. Now the 1-on-2 with the USB Claridge. He's got a chance. Look at the low HP, but Sydney's there again. Keeping it close and keeping it for the side of AGO. Match point 15-13, and we are not done. We've got another round here to go, and we could be looking into Inferno.
Wow, that is getting wild. That was HellRaisers putting up a fight with just Deagles, and now that was a good idea, but not at the right moment.
Oh, Ferland. At the crucial round, we've been given the frag through the doors.
This could be setting things in motion that HellRaisers cannot really come up against. We'll be in a bad position if things do go to Inferno for the last one, but there's potential to close it out right here, right now.
There is 2 rounds in a row.
If they get them, go to overtime, and then potentially for a rematch up against Team Secret, which put them down here in the first place.
Yeah, CTs. They've got one man holding lungs. Flourish has been a bit hit or miss, has been showing up every now and then, but currently a bit missing there.
Oh.
Needs to hold this long area, and like he's never held it before. The M4 spray goes in! A frag comes in, but so does the team kill. And the CT side down a man. They're going to be moving Lime next up on towards long. The flashbang, the utility coming over and has to spray with his M4 wildly. But no players coming out just yet. It's going to be Kalinka instead on car. And this is a hit or a miss position. Only can go for 1 or 2 max here as the T side. They're getting closer. Trying to bait out with a shoulder coming around the corner. Going for the shot, not connecting. The flashes are there. The Molotovs forcing him out. But the frags are not there in AGO. They get around 16 and we'll be headed into our third and final map of the series. It's going to be Inferno. After a wild ride. I cannot wait.
Wow, what a match that was. That was insane. Both of these teams suddenly showing up massively, and well, AGO showing that they can still do it. They can still